UEFA Champions League briefing April 4, 2026. Tournament overview and historical context. Britannica has provided a comprehensive review of the Champions League's history, format, participating clubs, and major records. Special emphasis was placed on Real Madrid's iconic status and fact points, including their unparalleled achievements and influence on the evolution of the tournament. This serves as a strategic backdrop for understanding this season's competitive landscape. Men's UCL focus: Guardiola previews City's trip to Madrid. DAZN reported on Pep Guardiola's outlook ahead of Manchester City's away fixture against Real Madrid. The coverage centers on the intense rivalry and tactical preparations, highlighting the immense weight and global interest surrounding this clash at this stage of the competition. Women's UCL progress: Barca dominates to secure semi-final spot. The New York Times notes that FC Barcelona delivered an overwhelming performance in the quarter-finals to advance to the semi-finals. They are joined in the Final Four by Bayern Munich, Arsenal, and Olympique Lyonnais, OL. The narrative emphasizes Barca's sheer dominance and the high competitive intensity expected as traditional powerhouses collide. Women's UCL schedule and results. The official UEFA website has released the full 2025-26 Women's Champions League schedule and results summary, allowing fans to track match progress and knockout bracket shifts in real time. Technical rules discussion: VAR in Women's UCL. ESPN sparked a discussion regarding the implementation of VAR in the Women's Champions League, reflecting ongoing concerns from fans and media about the scope and consistency of the technology in the women's game. Premier League briefing April 4, 2026. Chelsea leads agent fee spending. Reports indicate Chelsea has set a Premier League record by spending approximately £460 million on intermediary/agent fees, topping the league's expenditure charts. Injuries and suspensions. This period includes updates on Premier League injuries and suspensions, though specific player names and durations were not detailed in the current summary. Serie A briefing, data verification, April 4, 2026. As of today, the provided materials do not contain direct news regarding Serie A, match results, standings, or transfers. The current data focuses on automotive accessories. BMW F23 2 Series carbon fiber spoiler, fits 220i, 228i, M235i, 2015 to 2019. Automotive toggle switches, 6-pin, 2-position, on-off, 16A250 VSE, silver contacts. Conclusion: supplemental football-specific data is required to generate a Serie A sports brief. La Liga briefing April 4, 2026. Overseas expansion: La Liga has announced a partnership with Polymarket for the US and Canadian markets, becoming the first European league to do so. Rising value of goalkeepers. Media analysis of top earners shows a significant rise in the income and tactical recognition of goalkeepers, who are now viewed as pivotal offensive contributors rather than just shot-stoppers. Title race intensity: Barcelona and Atletico Madrid face off in a domestic clash just before their UCL quarter-finals. This is seen as a high-pressure warm-up that could dictate their European momentum. Real Madrid stumble. Real Madrid suffered a loss to Mallorca, increasing the risk of falling further behind Barcelona in the title race. Real Madrid club update April 4, 2026. Squad rotations: the club has released squad lists for the upcoming gauntlet against Mallorca and Barcelona, viewed as critical for maintaining multi-front competitiveness. 9 finals declaration: Alvaro Arbeloa stated that the club faces 9 finals in La Liga, emphasizing psychological readiness and a one-game-at-a-time execution strategy. Clásico re-evaluation: following a heavy defeat to Barcelona in the women's UCL, media discussions have shifted toward re-evaluating the power dynamics and competitive narrative of the traditional El Clásico. National team friction: Real Madrid is reportedly unhappy with how a national team has managed their super midfielder, raising concerns over injury risks and player workload. FA Cup, Man City vs Liverpool April 4, 2026. Quarter-final showdown: ESPN and other outlets are focusing on the "who will advance" narrative. The consensus is that the outcome will hinge on individual duels and tactical execution on the day. Team news: Marc Guéhi returns to the City squad. Reports suggest Guardiola will make only one change for the Liverpool clash, signaling a preference for defensive stability. Tactical predictions. Yahoo Sports and NBC Sports suggest the core strategy will revolve around how the midfield can suppress Liverpool's transition play. Inter Milan briefing April 4, 2026. Manager's confidence. Coach Christian Chivu emphasized that setbacks at the national team level will not affect club morale, predicting that Italian players will bounce back quickly. Transfer hurdles. Barcelona's pursuit of an Inter defender remains contingent on Barca offloading first-team players to create budget space. Match preview. DAZN provided coverage for the upcoming clash against AS Roma, including tactical predictions and broadcast details. AC Milan briefing April 4, 2026. Title pressure. Milan is reportedly closing the gap on rivals, specifically Inter, creating a waiting for the storm atmosphere as the title race enters its decisive phase. Napoli clash variables. Romelu Lukaku is likely to miss the game for Napoli due to missed training. Meanwhile, Milan faces uncertainty over Rafael Leao and Christian Pulisic, though Niklas Füllkrug and Christopher Nkunku are ready to step in. Bayern Munich briefing April 4, 2026. Squad news versus Freiburg. Harry Kane is confirmed out, but Alphonso Davies is expected to make his return to the starting 11. Midfield morale. Konrad Laimer expressed high optimism, stating that something special is possible within the current squad atmosphere. Youth dilemma. An unnamed young Bayern player is reportedly facing a difficult choice regarding national team call-ups. Chelsea FC briefing April 4, 2026. FA Cup dominance. Chelsea secured a massive 7-0 victory over Port Vale to advance to the FA Cup semi-finals, a result that has stabilized the narrative around manager Liam Rosenior. Financial crisis. Despite on-field success, Sportico and the Financial Times report a record-breaking $349 million loss for the 2024-25 season, highlighting severe off-field operational pressures. Benfica briefing April 4, 2026. Transfer rumors. Links to Rafael Guerreiro have surfaced, though agent fees remain a hurdle. Squad overhaul. President Rui Costa is planning a squad cleanup, with Bruma named as a potential departure. Rumor denial. Benfica officially dismissed Mourinho's comments regarding Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar as pure fabrication. Napoli briefing April 4, 2026. Lukaku disciplinary action. Romelu Lukaku faces disciplinary measures after missing training. Reports suggest he is almost certain to miss the crucial AC Milan match as the club issues a stern warning. Borussia Dortmund briefing April 4, 2026. Stuttgart preview. Focus remains on whether BVB can control the tempo away from home. Manager Niko Kovac has demanded the team step up and improve their clinical execution. League outlook. The club president praised Bayern while offering a grim assessment of the overall competitive environment in the Bundesliga. Liverpool FC briefing April 4, 2026. Isak return. Arne Slot confirmed Alexander Isak will return to full training this Thursday, a major boost for the squad. Locker room spirit. Following a recent collapse by Manchester City in another competition, Dominik Szoboszlai reportedly sent a message to teammates urging them to stay focused for the upcoming FA Cup knockout stages. Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, briefing April 4, 2026. Tactical identity. UEFA analysis highlights PSG's pressing intensity and fluid formations as their primary path to victory. Tech integration. PSG has signed a major deal with Whoop for wearable health monitoring, marking one of the largest sports tech expansions in the club's history to optimize player recovery. Tottenham Hotspur briefing April 4, 2026. New era. Roberto De Zerbi has been appointed head coach and expressed his desire for a long-term project at the club. Management crisis. Bloomberg reports that internal ownership disputes have magnified the disaster of the current season, suggesting that systemic issues may persist despite the coaching change. FC Porto briefing April 4, 2026. Youth commitment. 17-year-old world champion Bernardo Lima has signed a new contract with the club. Matchday. Porto faces Famalicão in domestic action while preparing for a high-stakes Europa League clash against Nottingham Forest. RB Leipzig briefing April 4, 2026. Clinical victory. Leipzig secured a vital away win against Werder Bremen, consolidating their position in the race for European qualification. Emotional return. Manager Ole Werner returned to the Weserstadion, adding a tactical and emotional layer to the recent fixture. Club Brugge briefing April 4, 2026. Mignolet retirement. former Liverpool keeper Simon Mignolet has announced he will retire at the end of this season. Transfer interest. Reports suggest Arsenal is monitoring a 21-year-old Brugge forward for a potential summer move. Eintracht Frankfurt briefing April 4, 2026. Key player, Nathaniel Brown is highlighted as a vital defensive asset with both US and German international prospects. Match outlook. The team prepares to face FC Köln, with debutant Wagner expected to be a wildcard to break the opponent's winning streak.